I'm Chris, and welcome to Preserving the Past Archaeology. I'm here at an 1820s permission that I've got. There's over 35 acres of land here I have permission to hunt. Slave quarters behind me, all the wooded area, the pond. The older home that you see behind me here was moved here. It's a 1790s home. It was Andrew Jackson's daughter's home. Come with me on this journey and let's see what we can find. Been around the house a little bit, haven't found a whole lot. I think I found one silver quarter, 1942, and a little small toy. But he also gave me permission to hunt the 35 acres that's behind it. And it's just wild, the things that you can find when you get into the woods and start looking around. Is this not just beautiful? You can see the water runs all the way down through there, all around. This is a rock ledge that I'm standing on. You can see my shadow right here. The water begins right between those rocks. The trees in the way, of course, but as you can see right out in front of you, looking down, it's just a natural flow of water coming out of there. Absolutely beautiful. Just as quiet, other than the dog barking if you can hear it. But this is kind of what the area looks like. A lot of flat area back up in there. Take a while to hunt this. Stay with me. We'll see what we can find, guys. Okay, I'm back with my first good target right in the middle of the woods. Gotta love it. You just never know what's going to come out of the woods when you're just up here digging around. I got a buckle. Not really sure how old it is. Looks like an iron buckle though. Still, it's something to find in the woods. That's pretty cool. Alright, be back with the next good target. And I'm not really quite sure what that could be. Anybody watching and has any idea what that is? Stick it in the comments. Let us know. No idea what that could be. First I thought it was a trigger guard and a trigger, but now that I see it's attached at the bottom, I don't think it is. Alright. Out with the next good target. I am not quite sure what that is at all. No idea. Does anybody have any idea what that is? If you do, you know where to put it in the comments. Let me know. No idea what that could be. It's just under the surface of the leaves here. As you can see, I found the next target out in the middle of the woods, just under the surface of the leaves. Got a horseshoe. Maybe that means good luck now. Maybe we'll find something really good in here. Okay, out with the next good target. There's that horseshoe that I just found and showed you, and not a foot away, there's the second one. So I'm guessing they were shoeing horses somewhere in this area. Just assuming, of course. You never know. Okay, I'm back with the next target out of the ground, and maybe you can see it right there on top of the dirt. I'm using a 6-inch coal up here because of all the contaminants in the ground and everything, but you can see right under the surface. I'm pretty sure that's just a little round shot. Pretty cool. That little coal will pick up some of the smallest stuff. All right. I moved out of the woods now, and I've moved to the kind of the front yard of the old house. That's the older home that dates back in the 1700s. This one is the 1820 home right here, and I'm just off the front here with my first coin in the hole, and I don't know for sure what we've got. Can't tell. Oh, looks like we got an old Wheatie that looks like Lincoln right there. Let me clean it up just a little bit and I'll be back with the date. I'm sure there's no way you can tell, but best I could do, I think it says 51 on it. I'm not for sure if it's a 51 or a 31. I'm back with the next target in the hole, and you can see that we've finally got a coin in the hole, and I've switched over to using the 15-inch coal on my Knox 800. Just to see if I can go down a little bit deeper here on this 1820s permission. And let's see, I'm sure we've got a weedy, even though that was probably well within the range of the 11-inch coal, but unfortunately I cannot get a date off of this one. I've tried, and you can see it's pretty much crusted. That looks like Lincoln's head facing that way, but as far as a date or anything, forget it. Looks like it says 1 cent barely. Sometimes digging junk can bring a reward. Look at that. Same hole as the piece of junk. I love the fact I haven't found a marble in several years. Man, that's a beauty. Look at the swirl in that. Wow. Awesome. The next target in the hole, and this was a multi-target hole. I got the bent nail. Looks like some melted lead. It's giving me up. And then I got this little find. Not quite sure what that could have been. Maybe a clock. Not for sure. It's a pretty cool little find right there. That was screaming at me. Alright, my next target in the hole, and this was just under the surface. I mean, I just barely had to scratch for it. And we've got a button. Oh my God. That is an eagle button. That's a general service button. I don't believe it. I don't know my buttons. I don't know how old that is, but wow. I'm pretty sure that is a general service button. How cool is that? Wow. All right. That is so cool. Awesome. I'm still at the 1820s property. The owner told me that I needed to come up to the cemetery and take a look. And as you can see, from what I understand, he said this was all family. And see some hiders. And what really caught my eye is a lot of these are Davis. And that is my family last name. The most recent one that I can find, that's 23, and this one here is 27. That's the newest ones that I've been able to find. Most of these are 1890s, passing away. I believe that's what that one is 94, 1898, and we have this one here, 1838, was born, died 1884, looks like. 1897, that one is 1882. This is really cool, and in case you didn't see, the old stone wall that is built around the cemetery. I'm not detecting in here, in case anybody's wondering. There's some other ones in here that are nothing but a stone. Maybe if you can see it, it's right here. It's nothing but a stone. There's no markings on it. A lot of history in this cemetery. Civil War. This is each one marking each one of the graves that we were just looking at. It tells you a little about them. Killed in the line of duty. 59th. Looks like they were all 59th Infantry. Here's one. Samuel Davis, Officer in Unknown Virginia Unit, CSA. How cool to find my last name in this cemetery. There's the cemetery wall, and now I'm out in the middle of the field, sitting on the rise of the field, and lo and behold, I dig a coin spill. Of course, it's all modern, clad crap. But boy, I was freaking out. I was like, oh man, because I thought for sure I might have hit something right up here on this little rise in this field. Can't even get a date off of most of these. Yeah, they're all clad. You can see that. So next target in the hole, and it looks like we have a quarter. See the eagle on it, still right there in the bottom of the plug. If it's what we got here, 41 looks like. It doesn't look like it's silver. Now maybe it does look like it's silver. Yeah, 1941. All right, silver quarter out of the hole. You talk about some rough digging in this front yard. It's all full of rocks. And the reason why is, I think I showed you earlier, the pond that's over this way, all the dirt from the pond is in the front yard, and it's rocky. Looks like we've got, looks like maybe some kind of a little casing. Could it be a lipstick casing or something? Possibly. Let me see if I can clean it up just a little bit and get some identification on it. Okay, I'm back with the cleanup on it, and there's no writing, no script or anything on the, I'm assuming this is probably a lipstick casing. Rather heavy too at that. And as soon as you see this, I'm sure most of you know what this is. The coin pack prophylactic. It says for the prevention of diseases around it. And I believe if I'm correct, these are circa 1950s, I believe. And looks like we have an old knife. Nice. Looks like it's pretty old too. Yep, there's the little shield on it. All right, that kind of green to it. All right, pretty good. I'm right off of the old barn right here, and I got a target. Of course, it's just those old zinc lids, but man, when you break something like this out of the ground, don't you just wish it was full of coins? I think I may have broke it too, but it'd been cool if it's full of coins. This is the wrap up on the video. You can see there is a lot of junk here. I probably spent roughly 12 to 14 hours on this property, and this is kind of the payoff of what I've got. All kinds of just junk, lids, metal, looks like part of an old pot. I'm not even sure what that is. Wire. And I think this is part of a wagon. Got a hinge, some kind of an old spike. Horseshoes. Not even sure what this is either. Broken horseshoes. I'm not sure what these two are. These were the two that I found in the woods. And then all kinds of these jar lids, the ball jar lids. And I had a few still intact. Still had the white milk glass or ceramic still in them. Shell casings, part of a, I think it might have been part of a clock. I'm not really sure what that is, to be honest with you. Then I had 2 quarters, a nickel, 3 pennies, 2 Wheaties. I believe this one was 31. I can't get a date off of that one. There's the lipstick case, a knife, another bullet that I did video. There's the small shot you saw found in the woods. And of course the 2 quarters, the pen, my marble, and my Civil War button. That's my favorite, of course. That's the wrap up. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the like button. I'm only 200 away from 1,000, and I sure would like to make that 1,000. So share the video. Subscribe if you're not, so that you don't miss any more of these. I'm going back to this property again, and I'm going to have a little more history with the next video. The older house, which is Andrew Johnson's daughter's. I've got a little information on that I'm going to share in the next video. Until the next time, see you guys later.